Coffee Break with me. Woo! Hi guys! Welcome back to my channel. Today I am here with kind of a different type of tutorial. I was inspired by my friend Samantha from Sammy's Makeup Corner. I will link her down below. And she recently did a look where she said, hey, this is a work or daytime appropriate look, but I'm going to show you at the very end how to make it into a nighttime appropriate look. And she did it with just a couple simple steps. It was really cool. So I thought, hey, I want to do that too. So what I decided to do is, because so many of you asked me to do Vice3 tutorials or a Vice3 series, I already have one video up on my channel now. So I thought I would show you guys a really simple, neutral, work time appropriate look, because I know that when you guys see the Vice palette, the Vice3 palette, you're like, I can't wear this to work, but you really can. So I came up with this look that you guys could wear every single day. You could wear it to school if you're like in college. Okay, there's the mom and me coming out. You could wear it in school. I don't know what age you are, whatever your mom lets you. So it's daytime appropriate, but because I used the Vice3, I was like, what better way to show you guys how to do this for all day, every day, daytime look, and then use the same palette to make it a nighttime look. So I thought that I would do this tutorial. I really hope you guys like it. If you guys want to see how to get this look to this, then please keep watching. We went ahead and did one eye already. You guys know how I like to do that, and I did basically half of my face, and I'm going to show you how to do the other half. I already primed my eye with MAC's Paint Pot in Soft Ochre, the yellow toned one. Now what I'm going to do is I'm going to take the same brushes that I used in my previous Vice3 tutorial, this one from bdellium Tools, and I'm going to use a lot of similar colors. And this is what I like about this palette, is it has a lot of neutral colors that are going to complement any look that you guys do. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to take the color Truth, that's this color right here, and I'm going to apply that to my brow bone and then drag it down all the way to my lid. I kind of use it to carve out a little bit of my eyebrow because I'm not highlighting my brows anymore. I stopped doing all those extra steps. So this one kind of helps bring out my eyebrow shape and kind of make it look a little bit more polished. Now what I'm going to do is I'm going to take a giant blending brush, fluffy blending brush, like the bdellium Tools 785, and I'm going to dip that into the color Undone. That's this color right here, and we're going to apply that all over above the crease, like the transition shade. So starting right here where I have my scar. Have you guys ever noticed my scar right here? This is actually a lead mark from poking my eye with a pencil. So we're gonna apply that as our transition shade, and you guys see all that fallout? Always make sure you have a powder brush close by so that you can fluff that away without ruining the rest of your makeup. So we went ahead and applied that color. I'm going to clean up this messy fallout. The price you pay with Vice palettes, but the colors are so beautiful it doesn't matter. So I went ahead and applied that to my as my transition shade. Then I'm going to take a flat blending brush and I'm going to dip it into the color Last Sin. That's this color right here. And this kind of reminds me of Sin, that highlight shade I think is in one of the palettes, one of the Naked palettes, but it's a little bit more taupe, kind of pinkish purpley, and I'm going to apply that all over the lid, and that's just going to brighten up my eye. We still want to be, even though this is like a work appropriate look, we still want it to be fun and girly, you know, we still want it to look feminine. So don't be afraid to use a little bit of sparkle. Avoid the glitter, but not the sparkle. So apply that to the lid. Then I'm going to take a smaller fluffy blending brush like the MAC 217, or there's a lot of dupes for this brush, and I'm going to dip it into the color Rain. That's this beautiful chocolate color right here. And I'm just going to barely tap it in there, the smallest bit, and that's going to go right into the center of the crease, and then drag it down just a little bit. So we want to create just some natural shading on the eyelid, especially if you have giant eyelids like me. You have a lot of room to play with, and if you just do really light colors, your eyes are going to look really naked, you know, really look just bright white. And you want to add a little bit of dimension and use darker colors. Even though it's a daytime appropriate look, Don't be afraid to use colors like black, gray, dark chocolate brown. It's the amount that you use that makes it appropriate or not. So I went ahead and applied that to the outer V or to the center of my crease. Now what I'm going to do, it's super simple, right? Now what I'm going to do is I'm going to take my ColourPOP shadow in Lovely. This is a really beautiful, almost like rosy gold. It's almost like a rose gold, but it doesn't show up rose gold. And I'm going to take the tiniest bit and apply that to the center of my lid. You could see it's like the finest, just the finest little glaze of shimmer, just to add that little bit of sparkle, to add that twinkle to your eye. And then I'm going to take, where is that pencil? Here's that pencil. I'm going to take this black pencil and I'm going to run it along as close to my lash line as possible. And you want to take a black creamy pencil, something that's not going to tug and pull on your eyelid. Just like that. And then you'll take a tiny little smudger brush like this one, and holding your eye taut without yanking on it, you're just holding it still. You're going to smudge out that line. Just like that. And then that same pencil is also going to go into the waterline and the tight line. And I do this with all my makeup looks, even if it's daytime or nighttime, because my eyes are so big that if I don't close them up a little bit with black eyeliner, it's too much going on. I look like ColourPOP. Do you know who ColourPOP is? If you don't, Google it and you'll know, you'll know I look just like ColourPOP. So I like to close my eyes a little bit. And I noticed that it doesn't close them off as much as it does just make my lashes look fuller and a little bit more, not so like, you know, wide open and naked. And then what I'm going to do is I'm going to take a small pencil brush like this, and I'm going to dip it into one of the matte shades in this palette. Let's take Downfall, this one right here. Let's take that one, and I'm going to run that really lightly along my lower lash line, again, to just kind of give my whole eye look a really nice, well-rounded appearance. And then I'm going to apply mascara, and I am all done with this look. The mascara that I want to use, actually, I'm going to curl my lashes first. I need to curl my lashes, otherwise it looks like I don't have any. They don't grow downward like on some people, but I just have so few that if I don't perk them up, you really can't see that I have any. Sometimes when I curl my lashes, the eyeliner that I put in my waterline and my tight line kind of rubs off. So just reapply it like that. And the mascara that I'm using is the Tarte Gifted. Oh my god, I haven't been able to put this mascara down. It is so amazing. So that is it for the eyes. Now moving on to cheeks. Because this is a work appropriate or daytime appropriate look, I'm not using any bronzer. I'm not contouring at all. The only thing that I'm doing is I'm applying a neutral blush, and this is Milani's Luminoso. It looks like it has shimmer in the pan, but once you apply it, it's almost like a satin blush. It's really peach, really gentle, really beautiful. It just gives your face a kind of glowing appearance. So that completes the daytime portion of this tutorial. You guys see how easy it was? Although we use several colors on the lids and things like that, it brings the look all together, and it's subtle enough where you can, at the end of the day, if you have dinner plans, you have a date, you have somewhere important to go and you want to glam it up or you want to make it nighttime appropriate, it's easy to do on top of the makeup that you already have. So stay tuned, and I'm going to show you guys how to kick this up a notch and make it nighttime appropriate. So let's do the face first. What we're going to do is take a little bit of our Charlotte Tilbury contouring powder, and all we're going to do is take the tiniest bit and apply that right below our blush, about halfway down our cheek, to just kind of make our cheekbones pop a little bit. So just like that, and you want to make sure your cheeks match. Always check that your sides match. Sometimes I'll leave the house and I'm like, wait a second, those are two different faces. Then I'm going to take a blush brush, and I'm going to take Milani's Fantastico Mauve, or Mauve. It's like a purpley color. It's more of like a wine color. And just apply a little bit more on top of the blush that's already there. And remember, this is getting ready in a hurry. We already have our face on, so we're like, okay, cool. We gotta make it look nighttime appropriate. So just really, really fast. If you go a little bit too strong, like I did right there, take a blush, powder brush, and just kind of soften it out a little bit, just like that. Then we're going to take our Naked Flush palette, take a little bit of that highlighter or any neutral highlighting shade that you have, and we're going to apply that to the high points of our cheekbone. Blend a little bit on top of the apple of the blush. I really like when the light hits it, how it looks like when I put it there. I know you're not supposed to, but I do. And then I put a little bit on the tip of my nose. And that's just going to give a little bit of a sheen to our face. Now for the eye, we're going to do two things, and that's it. I'm going to take the same Vice palette, Vice 3, and I'm going to dip it into Vanity, this really deep purple, and take my MAC 217, the same one. It could be dirty. Take a little bit of Vanity, and we're going to apply that into the crease, kind of buff it in slowly, and I bring it in all the way up to here and blend it out, and we're getting a little bit of fallout again. But remember, have that brush ready, or have that brush handy. Like that, and then whatever fell out, you want to take that off. And then we're going to take our ColourPOP shadow in Dare. I know it looks a little scary, but all we're going to do is take the tiniest bit on our ring finger and blend it out with our own finger on the outer portion of our lid. So you kind of put it down and then blend it out a little bit. So you want it to look sparkly and purple, but you don't want it to give that duochrome blue look. You just want it to look slightly purple and sparkly, just like that. So when the light hits you, again, you have those little sparkly jewel tones. And that's how you take a daytime appropriate look and make it nighttime. Now, this is not a crazy nighttime look. I'm not wearing, you know, false lashes or anything. This is a really easy, quick way to transform something that's super neutral into something that's a little bit more daring and nighttime appropriate. I really hope you guys liked it. So that is it for this tutorial, guys. I really hope you guys enjoyed it, and I've purposely not told you what is on my lips because you could probably already guess. The color that I have in my daytime and nighttime look is Frida from ColourPOP, my color. You guys know how I feel about this color. So I really hope you guys enjoyed it. It's super easy to take a neutral daytime look to a more fun but still very fast nighttime appropriate look. So I really hope you guys enjoyed it. This is the second video for my Vice 3 palette series. So if you're interested in seeing the previous video, I will link it in the description box below, along with all the other products that I used in this tutorial as well. I think that's it, guys. Please let me know your thoughts in the comment section below. And as always, if you guys found this video useful, entertaining, or learned something, please give me a thumbs up or subscribe if you haven't already. And until next time, this coffee break is over. Bye, guys.